I know it's some lower reading level folks out there who have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. So let me explain. It's these 12 dudes that sit on the board of the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee. They make up a branch of the Federal Reserve System. They meet about 8 times per year, and together they dictate the standards for monetary policy making in the USA, which in turn affects the world. Well, what does that mean, TJ? It means that when your bank tells you that interest rates have dropped, it's because the FOMC, a branch of the Federal Reserve, has decided to lower them. Because like I said earlier, low interest rates increase the buyer's confidence. For example, after COVID bukakied the world, that nut got to drying up and shit got sticky, huh? But once the Federal Open Market Committee lowered the interest rates, folks started buying up houses and toilet paper in record-setting fashion. That's what happened after the Nixon shock. Americans got distracted with the retail therapy. And yes, the Dow did shoot up. Folks got hyped for a minute. And that's how over the next 3 years, inflation shot up to 11%. So what did the FOMC do? Remember the committee of 12 people who represent a branch of the Federal Reserve? I like to call them thugs. Hey, if any one of them is watching this video, I don't really mean that shit. I was just saying it to throw in a little comedy for the folks with that TikTok attention span, and don't expect me to lip sync. I don't do that shit. It's always the hungriest worms that be too busy to learn bars. Anyway, the Federal Open Market Committee increased interest rates. But why? How come? Because when you increase interest rates, it
slows down the economy.
Let me explain how all this shit works. Inflation happens when demand outpaces supply. How does that happen, TJ? Well, I'm glad you asked, Opie. Open up to the notes section of your phone where you keep all your bad ideas. Jot this down. When you put a whole bunch of money into the hands of a whole bunch of people, everybody and their mama want to go splurge. And because everybody can afford to go shopping, the demand for goods and services gets higher and higher. And the manufacturers supplying the goods and services ain't able to meet everybody's demand. So prices get higher too. And that's how inflation happens. It's like when the word get out in prison that you got a big dick. Demand increases. But you can't provide your services to everybody. So people be willing to go to more extreme lengths to get it. And suddenly, you went from a Fifi bag to Tina Gonzalez. Look her up. Hey, Miss Gonzalez, I don't know what your current dating status is, but my number is 954-228-8380. But you get my point. And if you don't, you will once you get your GED. Please visit my YouTube channel and be sure to subscribe. If you haven't already signed up to the Academy to get access to the full course, that's on you, homie. But life ain't gonna get better unless you do. Pause.